Good morning, ladies and gents. Welcome back to TF Customs Workshop. How are we all today? It's a beautiful Saturday morning here in sunny Brisbane, Australia. Just let me get the chat up so I can see what's going on. Good morning, Sam. Good morning, Amber. Brett, good morning, buddy. Still half asleep. Oh, you're terrible, Brett. You're terrible. Well, I'm having a good start to the day. Here we are. We're out here in the workshop streaming for about the 60 odd time. I think I've got about 60 odd videos up now. Look, I did have T-Man's handle up first thing this morning, but I actually rescheduled it for Tuesday, because this one's another one that I've got to try and get to Sarjan for a rhodium knot. So I thought, well, I might as well knock this one over and it can go away with all the other ones on Monday morning. So we're going to do this blue and gold one, which was one of the ones we cast just the other day on Thursday's stream, I think it was. So that was one of them. You've probably seen the pictures. I did put the pictures up, but for those that didn't see them, I'll change the camera to now and I'll just bring the blanks over. You can see the blue and gold one there. There's a bit of gold in the side there, but we've got gold down and through here, so we're not going to really know what we've got until we turn into it. I'm hoping there's more pockets of gold inside. Then we've got these ones here, so we've got the gold and black one that we done, so that's going to have, black down from the top down, hopefully. We obviously less and less black as it gets to the bottom, so that was that one. And then we done a purple and green, so that's the purple and green one there. So we've got a bit of green through that as well, as you can see down through the side of the blank, if I can get that in shot there. Okay, and there's the end of it, and there's the other end. So again, should be quite nice. And then this one was the one that I done this one yesterday morning. This was the other one that we didn't do in the stream, that again was a customer order. This one had 7 colours in it, and I had to play around with the colours as well to get the colours right. So you'll see there's what we've got there. It's a bit hard to try and get it in the right light so you can see it, but it's got various shades of blue. There's a couple of other pigments in there that are interference pigments. So one was an interference green and the other one was an interference gold that we've put in there. So we might end up getting quite a lot of nice colour in this one, but it will be very subtle colour, and that was the look that I was going for this blank. If you remembered rightly, it had a lake. The picture, this one was done off the picture. Well, I picked the colours out of the picture that the fella sent me. So there was a greeny blue in the lake, there was blue in the sky. The trees had sort of like a goldy tinge to them, covered in snow, so hence the white. And there was tinges of green and tinges of gold in the trees, so that's what I'm hoping comes out of this one. But anyway, we'll see once we turn it. It's going to be one of those ones I'm not really going to know until I start turning it, until we see what colours are going to come out. I can see light tinges of green and light tinges of the gold in it, but it might be more inside, so I won't know until then. But it was a 7 colour pour, so there was very little of each colour added into the blank. Okay, but anyway, that's down. So look, I'm going to get on with this one. So this one's getting a rhodium knot fitted to it. It's going to be a 25mm hole in this one, so it must be a 24mm knot thereabouts that's going in this one. So let me get started. I'm just going to clean up the end first. So nice and gently. I see there Amber's going to be turning her first bowl. Just take your time. Don't hold the tools too tight. Nice loose grip on your tools. Make sure the tools are nice and sharp. And always make sure you're riding the bevel on the tool as well, especially in bowls. So concentrate on getting the nice cut, and the way you do that, just ride the bevel and just let the tool do what it's got to do. So that's the end nearly cleaned up, just a touch more. And that'll probably do it now. Yeah, that'll do it. We'll get the rest later. So I'll put the fastener bit in now. I just need to get the knockout bar. And we'll slow the lathe down, fire up again. We'll go nice and slowly here just till we get the tool started. That's it, points in. Okay, set it back on 0, bring it until it touches, and then I can get my depth that I require. So there we go. So just get rid of all the shavings for now. Right, remove that. We should be done with the Okay, so we'll put the live center in now. We'll bring it up, get it ready. I'm just going to clean up that end on this blank and round it over slightly. So who else have we got in? We got Brett, we got Amber, we got Sam. Alright, so I'm speeding the lathe up a bit, and I'm just going to gently go in with the skew just as a scraper, just to start my shape and just clean up that top edge, top face properly. And then I'll put a couple of pencil marks on, just to give me some direction as to shape. So if you can remember the gold and black one that we done previously, and the green one that we done previously, this one's going to be that same sort of shape as requested by the customer. And again, as you see, I don't use any templates or anything. I do everything freehand and from my head. So no two handles are ever exactly the same. I get them fairly close, but they're never exactly the same. Okay, now I'll put a couple of pencil marks on now just to set that off. So this one will have a top on it about 24 to 25. So probably about there somewhere. And then the overall handle height will be about 68, 69. So we'll mark that at 69 because we can always reduce it. So that'll be us there. So we'll just mark that. Actually, I'll put the long pencil in there because it gets lost in the pocket. We'll just mark that on the blank now. So there's that one, and I think that's that one there. Okay. So let me just check in the chat there. Fluting amber is when I use a router to put rounded or square grooves in the timber along the horizontal or on an arc. So that one's one that's coming up. I've still got a little bit of prep to do for that one, but I'm part way there with that. So yeah, that's what fluting is. Yeah, got a couple of viewers in that are not participating in the chat, but that's okay. Either that or it could be Grey Dog and he's not had his first cup of coffee yet. Yeah, I'm good. Oh, there's Grey Dog. G'day, mate. G'day. Your ears must have been burning, mate. I just mentioned you. But since you've come in, you're number 7, so there's still a couple of lurkers there, but that's all good. Right, let's start doing a little bit of shaping, eh? And here we go already with the streamers, so we'll get the air gun out. At least with timber shavings, at least they get out the way. They don't hang around and stick to everything like what these bloody acrylic streamers do. Or resin, I should say, they're not really acrylic. Right. All right, we'll have a look and see how we are with that. So let me just check things here. Oh, we've got a nice mix of gold in through there. That's beautiful. Okay, so we've got the right depth there, and we've got the right size for the hole. So I just want to have a look at that. We're still a little bit chunky there, so we'll take that down a little bit more. And all I'm doing now is just refining that shape as well, so I'm reducing it down in size, but I'm also just refining the shape at the same time and getting the right curve that I want in there. As I'm doing that. And I think we're getting close now. Okay, we'll take this out now. I just want to blend that into the top. We can come back to that a bit later when once we create the ring. Oh, so grey dog's on the move today, eh? Okay, so in with the carbide we go. Let the streamers fly. Might put yous on to that shot now and see if we can get yous in a bit closer there. There we go. And we'll also just take a little bit off the ring now, just to reduce that down. We'll go in and just clean that edge up there. Okay, and then back out for the carbide again. Alright, so you can see the shape is starting to come together now, with the top section and the narrow waist and the handle. We still need to go more, so just changing the tool approach now to get the undercut, because the radius of the cutter only lets me go in so far, but if I change the approach I can get in a little bit further. Yeah, probably a little bit more now. And then we'll start to work on the bottom. We'll leave it at that just now. We can always come back and refine that shape a little bit. So now what I'll do is I'll bring the tool rest in again, and I'm going to drop it down, and we'll put a parting tool mark in the bottom just to set the my bottom mark, so then I can see what I've got to work to when I'm working the shape. I just need to bring the tool rest out a bit. Okay, so we'll go in there. And we'll stop about there. We'll give ourselves a bit of clearance. And that'll do us. Now, we'll lift the tool rest up again. So we're on centre or just slightly above centre once the tool goes on. And we'll just V off this edge here to give me a little bit more clearance to swing the tool around, because we're going to carve that bottom off. And now I'll bring the tool over this way, take it up probably a little bit more in height, and just let me turn something off here. I thought I did turn it off. Anthony, how are you, buddy? Welcome back. Usual, how are you, buddy? Chris, how are you doing, mate? Okay, let me soldier on. Hope you are having a nice night or afternoon over the pond. For those that have just joined, this was the blue and gold handle that we cast in Thursday's stream. So you're just starting to see the shape develop now. I'm just going to go back in with the carbide and just take a little bit more material off of here, and then start that rounding over on the bottom. think we'll take a little bit more on the bottom. So I'm just working between this curve now and this curve, just trying to refine the shape down. And you can see we're starting to get that blend now. From one to the other. The same as the shape on this one, Sam, will be similar to the green malachite one that we done in an earlier stream, and also the gold and black one that we done fairly recently in a stream as well. Similar, very similar shape. This one's got a slightly smaller knot in it, so it's a little bit more slender than the other ones as far as up the top. But trying to keep everything in proportions, that's what you've got to do. You've got to slim things down, or you still got to keep everything looking the same, although up the top we've only got a 25mm hole, not a 28, which 3mm in a handle makes a lot of difference, you know. Alright, so I think we're okay there. I think we just need to take a little bit more out of that waste, just very carefully and gently. Having a look and a feel, see what I think. I think we need to go in here a little bit more. Just a little bit. When you get down to this final shaping, just the slightest little bits can change quite significantly, so you just got to be careful that you don't take too much away in a particular spot, otherwise you can end up under what you want to be. And just making sure you got the blend right. I think we need to go in a little bit more on the waist yet, very slightly. And then I think we're probably there, that'll probably end up doing us. Just having another look, get rid of those shavings. there, I think. Yep. And I think that'll do. So we'll just sweeten this curve back in again now. So, as I was saying, you can see this one, so they're about the same length. You can see the top piece is about the same. The bottom piece, looking down on it, we still need to, oh, it's not too bad really. I think we're all good with that. But you can see the, you know, the shape there. That's the yellow and gold, well, the gold one, gold and black that we done. If anything, we could probably still take a little bit more there, which I might just take a little bit more off. Yeah, I think that will do us now. So we'll just blend that in again. And that'll do us. So it'll be interesting to see how much gold we got in this one. Oh yeah, we've got a nice mix of gold and oh geez, I think we're going to be I think this is going to be another stunner, fellas, ladies and gents, I should say. Okay. So I'll just get my sandpaper all sorted out here. And I'm going to add another one in, a little bit of 180. 150, 180. Okay, so we're going with the 150. No, mate, I don't think so, not for this one. I don't think Sarjan will be in. Could be wrong, but don't think so. Or would you like this Saturday morning stream a little bit later, fellas? Our internationals should say what time's best for them. Is this time okay, or would you rather it was a little bit later or a little bit earlier or whatever? Probably later though. Good time for you guys over there? Okay, we'll leave it as it is then, because this stream is for you guys more so than the local fellas, but it's still, you know, unless you're like Brett and you lay in your bed for half the day, it's a good time here too, early in the morning, get it out of the way, and then we can get on with our weekend. I like to get the Saturday morning one out the way. I mean, it's when I start the stream here, it's 8 AM in the morning, so it's not early, but it means then that you know everybody can get over the stream here and still go about the day on a Saturday. So that's why I sort of kept it to 8 in the morning. But Brett does work a lot of funny hours, so I can understand it being a bit hard for him. And just winding you up, mate, just winding you up. And a big thank you to everyone for joining us in the stream, and also my patrons. So give me a little bit of support along the way for the content that I'm producing and giving them a little bit of entertainment. So thanks guys. You see I've added T-Man to the list there. T-Man just come on board on, I think it was when we done the other stream, Thursday. T-Man came on board, so I've got his name up there in lights now as well. So thanks T-Man, and thanks to the others, Reza, Sam, Brett. Very much appreciated. All helps. All helps, trust me. Amber, I'll put it up again for you so you can get the link. There you go, there's the link there. Now, where's my little foam pad? I keep losing that little foam pad. I think I typically end up blowing it away and it ends up in different places every time. Did I put it in the drawer? No, it's not in the drawer. Ah, there it is. Got it, got it, got it. Okay, I'll put that down now, if you're all good there. Alright, what I'll maybe do is I'll maybe change it. We'll maybe just put it back an hour to 9 o'clock instead of 8, which will make it, what, 4 o'clock for you guys over there? Because then you'll start then it'll start breaking into dinner time as well, so I don't want to sort of interrupt you when you're getting ready for your dinner time. So you can't see much at the moment because it's pretty much white with all the sanding. But once we get through a couple of the grits, it'll start coming back again and we'll start to see the colour. It looks like it's going to have a fair bit of colour in it, which is nice. Razor's in. G'day Razor, how are you buddy? Did you sneak in the back door, Razor? Or is it just I haven't seen you coming into the chat? I was going to start thinking about sending the search party out for you, mate. I wondered where you were. Tiny little sprinkle of rain on the roof and the sun's out. It didn't last long though, it's gone already. Yeah, but whereabouts are you, Sam? See, we're up here in the Sunshine State, mate. Beautiful one day, perfect the next. All right, that'll do it for that one. Done a lot of work in Melbourne over the years. I used to fly in and out of Melbourne fairly regular. Yes, mate, since we came to Australia from Scotland in 1982, my wife and I, and we've always lived in Brisbane. We came straight to Brisbane and lived here ever since, mate, but I've done a lot of travel throughout Australia with my working career. I used to be in construction, and I used to travel all over Australasia just providing training to contractors for installation of building products. But in the end, it was just too much, all the travel. I used to go into Asia and the islands, all of Australia, and I was the only fella that used to conduct the specification compliance inspections and site inspections. I used to provide all the training for all the products that the company had. So I was a busy man. I'd done that for about 7 years. And then I decided it was time to get out. I was sick and tired of traveling all the time. Sounds great initially. It was great. I did used to enjoy it, but it was just too much. If I could have done part of that or half that, I probably would have been happy and I probably would have still been there. But it just got too much in the end. When you're away from home, you know, 6 days, 7 days a week, or you come home and you're that stuffed and then you've got to get up early in the morning to get in another flight to go somewhere else, that just gets too much. So I decided to pull the pin, and then I started my little pen business up to support me, and then I shut that down, and then I started up doing the shaving brushes now. So you having to go, Razor? No worries, mate. Thanks for dropping in. We'll catch you later, right? Right. So that's another grit. We've still got another 2 after this one, but and then we'll go into the wets. That's when we'll really get to see it. Everybody's favourite part, the wet. So Anthony and Chris, all those handles are heading off to Surjan first thing Monday morning. This one will be going in that lot as well. I'm not sure how he's going for supply of knots at the moment. So I'm presuming you guys have all spoken to him and he's gave you some kind of indication as to when he'll have your knots and when he'll be able to ship to you direct. How's the music going? Is it chilly enough for you? Got a little bit of building work happening next door again today. If you're wondering what the noises are, I think they're mixing up, sounds like they're mixing up concrete or cement or something. I think your one had a coin in the bottom, Chris. The engraving doesn't look as good on the resin, and I don't think rhodium have actually got a coin as such. So occasionally you'll get some engraving put on them. Or you got, what did you get, Chris? Because I think the engraving was only on the two amboinas and the surfs up handles, the two surf up handles, they were the only ones that got the engraving on. And I think the others have got medallions, my Maker's Mark medallion. From memory. Exactly, Chris. Good things come to those that wait. Plus, I think in some cases the engraving sort of spoils the handle as well. I never used to put anything on my handles. I was always a believer that anything I put on them spoiled them. I quite enjoy looking at the bottom of some of the handles because you get to see the swirly patterns and the colours and everything. It looks good, but I understand that some people just want to have the Maker's Mark, but that's why I got my medallions, because I think engraving spoils the handle, personally. It's nice to have things personalised, or have a Maker's Mark, but like I said, sometimes it just doesn't look right. Okay. Oh, well, that's good. You might not be waiting too long then. I mean, I send them down to him express post, tracked. So, you know, he gets them within a day, well, probably a day to 2 days, sometimes 3 days, depending on Australia Post at the moment, with all the COVID stuff and parcel deliveries going through the roof. So, but it's express, so it's normally within, you know, 1 to 2 days. Sometimes it will blow out to 3. So they'll be on their way Monday. Sorry about the noise, if you can hear my neighbours drilling and banging away in the background. Grey Dog's back, welcome back, mate. Okay, in this section now. So Amber, what are you turning your bow from? What species wood are you using? No worries, Anthony. Take care, mate. We'll catch you later. Oh, okay, I see. Holy guacamoles. Now we've got the heavy artillery in. Sorry fellas, ladies and gents. Okay, it's another grit down. Onto the last dry one. No, they're not drilling through my wall. Might sound like it. They're just to the other side of the workshop here. My workshop is only about 1500 off the boundary fence. And then that's straight to where he's doing all his work next door, renovating the house. They did actually come through a week or so ago and ask if it was okay for them to make a noise, and I said, yeah, no problem, not really knowing what day it was going to be. But, that's progress. Never hear them any other time, so making a bit of a noise like that now and again is alright. I can always turn the music up. Should ask him if he wants to come and build me a new workshop bigger than this one. Now that would be nice. Yeah, our block's about 1,300 square metres from memory, 1,300, somewhere around about there. Oh, it was, the microphone was basically the plug that goes into the transmitter side. I thought it was plugged in, but it wasn't actually plugged in properly. It's got about 2 or 3 threads that you need to lock in, and until those threads are locked in, the microphone plug doesn't actually engage fully, so you don't get any sound. So once I realised that, it was as good as gold. Alright, now we've just got to get this top part done with this grit, and then we can get on to some wet. It sounded like a couple of lumps of concrete getting thrown in somewhere. Either that or somebody's trying to break it up with a big hammer. Alrighty. Right, let me just get myself organised here. Just need to go and get some water, people, so I'll be right back. I'll just go to the tap and top this bowl up with a little bit of water. There we go. And there we are, ready to rock and roll. So we'll slow that down a bit. What I might do is I might put you to that shot now, and I'll put the little picture-in-picture on the overhead for a little while. See how we go with that. Okay. Now, I'll get these ready. So we'll go with the wet pads now. And the noise continues. This one's also going over to the States, I believe. It's the worst thing about having good microphones too, because they pick up everything. T-Man, how are you, buddy? Your gold and black handle scheduled in for Tuesday's stream, mate. You'll be pleased to know. That'll do that one. Yeah, another one for sterling. You know, good soaps. They do make a nice soap, sterling. I don't think I've got many of the soaps. I think I've only got the one. I think it was Orange Chill. I think was the one I got, Orange Chill. I think it was. Yeah. They don't make a lot of noise, mate, so I don't mind. Things are gonna happen. Excuse me. Okay. Dee 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 dee. Well, you're going to change all your soaps into green containers, Brett, because you like green so much. Man, that's serious. Yes, mate, that's the one from the stream on Tuesday, the casting. Yep, that's the blue and blue, the two blues, with the light blue, the darker blue, and the gold. And like I said, I've got your one there. Your one's scheduled in for. It was scheduled in for this morning, but this is another one that's going to go to rhodium. In the lot that I've got ready, so I'm trying to get this one because this will be going with all those other ones on Monday morning, and so I've scheduled your one in for Tuesday, and then your rhodium will get fitted here because I've got some rhodium knots to be done from Sarjan, so I'll do your one here, mate. Well, your two here, hopefully. We can get the hybrid sorted out, and then I'll be able to send them from here direct to yourself. Yeah, this one's come up lovely, to be honest. I think all those ones are going to come up quite nice looking at the blanks as they come out of the pressure pot. I'm looking forward to the one that's got the 7 colours in it, which was the one I done the morning after the live. I'll show you all the blanks again at the end if I remember. If not, you can see them either on the Patreon page. You missed your name being up in lights too, T-Man. So just for you, mate, we'll do that for a couple of seconds. So there you are, T-Man. Thank you very much for your support, mate. And the other guys and everybody in the stream, thank you. These are all very, very welcome. Right. No, the not of the malachite, no, just a turning video of the malachite. Remember? There is other casting videos on there though, but I don't think there was none of the none of the malachite. A lot of how the blanks turn out is depending on the colours that you're putting in there, and also the quantity of the colour. So you've got to remember that some colours will overpower others. So, you know, those ones you've got to put in less quantity and more quantity of the other colours that would normally be impacted on. So it's really just a case of, it comes with practice and time and experience, I guess, in casting. You'll get to know what colours you need to do more of and which colours you need to do less of to get the effect that you want. So for examples, this one that I'm on now, if you cast your mind back, we had to get the right amounts of blue. So I only wanted a little bit of the light blue in there, so we only had a small amount of that. We had more of the darker blue, and then we had a fair bit of the gold as well, but not quite as much as the blue, I think, from memory. And that's how we've ended up with this finish that we've got. Planet themed series, yeah. So we're starting to see some nice colour in this one now. And it should shine up quite nice too. That blue will really pop out, and the lighter blue will sort of pop out as well. The blue's got a certain amount of transparency to it, not a lot, but just a little bit, the darker blue. So it gives you that depth of colour as well when you look at the handle. No worries, Chris. We'll catch you later, buddy. Enjoy your dinner. Okay. Okay, that'll do it. So I'll put that down there out the way for now. I'll get rid of that for now. And we'll give it a quick dry off. All right. So we can take that off. We'll set it up there for now. Take this one off. And we'll go to this one. And we'll put this on here. Sounds like we've got a jet or something going overhead. Okay. Bring this in. And we'll just give that a little bit of a tighten up, not too much. It's amazing how strong the epoxy resin is. Right, so we'll part this off now. So I think I can stay on the video I'm on, the screens that I'm on of mine. Should be okay, should be able to see what's going on. So we'll come in with the parting tool again, we'll speed it up. And there we go. Now we can take this back out the way. Maybe a little touch too high. That'll do it. We'll just check that now. Yep, beautiful. And we'll go back with the 25mm bit now. And we'll slow the lathe down a bit. So we're on 0. Bring it in just a touch, there we go. And then we'll take it in about 4.5mm. That'll do it. We'll give it a little sand now. Right. Excuse me. Another little shower coming over. just like that. My darling wife just brought me out a nice cup of coffee, Grey Dog. Lovely, 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 lovely. Now, where did I get to? We got to there. Definitely, definitely a keeper. Okay. All right, let's get some shine on this handle, eh? I think we might get it over to the buffer. We'll just give it a bit of a dry off first. Too bad. Make sure we get all the dust out. Beautiful. Okay. Now I don't know how this GoPro camera is going today. I think it's been okay so far. So I'll just blow some of this mess off. Right, I'm drinking my coffee. How are we all gone in the chat? All right, you just keeping yourselves amused? Just blow off the electronic gauge. That'll do it. Okay, music's still going okay, yep. No worries, all right. Well, look, I'll change this over to the other camera, and then I'll put. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We'll leave it at that. All right, follow me over to the buffer, right? Okay. Sorry if I've got my back to yours. It's only getting a light buff, and then I'll go to the finishing buff wheel. Alright, that's that one. We'll go on to the Fabulister. Lovely, lovely. Okay. It's looking nice and shiny now. We'll put it on here, we'll put a little touch of polish on it, just to get rid of any of the residue of the buffing compound. So a little tiny bit of plastics. Let me just go back to, we'll go back to the main two-shot, I think, and we'll bring up the chat again. Let's just put a little bit of this around the place. Okay. So nice and slow to start with. Make sure we don't get nothing in the area for the coin. Or the medallion, as we call it. So we'll just speed it up a little bit now, just to put a little bit of a buff on it. Okay, pretty happy with that. So we'll take that off there now. Actually, leave the chuck on for now because we may need it to press the coin in. And I'll just get my little board up here again. And move these out the way for now. And we'll get some epoxy. We'll move to the overhead shot, I think, for this one. and we'll put the picture in picture. We'll put as number 1 there so you can see what's going on. Right, so we got that there, we got that there, and what we need is the antique brass. So we've got a coin. Have a drink of my coffee. Now, a little bit of part A. A little bit of part B. And I'll grab the handle. And just slowly but surely just work it to the outer of the handle. Don't want too much on there, but we want enough that the coin ain't going to come out. Hopefully you can see that in shot there, yeah. And that, probably about it. I'll put a little bit, no, I'll leave it because I don't normally do that. So I was going to put a little bit on the back of the coin, but there's enough in there. Sounds like they're getting further away now with their jackhammering. All right, then we'll slide the coin in. Bang. Nothing coming out anywhere at this point. Oh, a little bit. Nothing much though. So I'll get rid of the glue board again. Under there, out the way. I'll sit that there for a sec. I'll sit these over here for a sec and I'll show you them for the people that got in light. So these were the castings from the stream on Thursday night. So I'll set that one up out the way for now. I'll set that up there with this one. Alright, so yeah, coming back to it, let me go back to that screen, and I might jump back and forward to camera 2 just to show you these blanks. So that was the purple and green with a bit of black in it that we done. Now if I show you the end of the blank, once that focuses, so that's the end of the blank, so you can see the green in there and the purple and the blue, the tiny little bit of black in there by the looks of it too. And then the other end's more green, but that could just be because green's worked its way to the bottom initially, but you can see there's still blue in there, a little bit excess green on the bottom, but that'll get turned off because that's the waste end anyway. So yeah, that one turned out quite nice. And then we've got T-Man's gold and black. So if you remember, this one was mainly gold to the bottom. We had the 3 different coloured golds with a little bit of carbon black. So at the bottom of this one you can see is mainly all gold. There's a tiny little bit, well, actually it's not black, it's actually just gold, darker gold that's made its way to the bottom there. So we've got a bit of a swirly thing happening in there with the different golds, which was part of the plan. And as you can see by looking at the side of the blank, we've got more black up around the top of the handle than what we have at the bottom. So hopefully that black will be, you know, coming down from the top of the handle once we turn it, which it should be. And then this was the one that I cast the following morning. So this was the one that I done from the picture and picked the colours off the picture. So this one was, this one had 7 colours in it. And I don't know if you're going to get to see a lot of those colours in there. I think the camera's blowing it right out. So you can see there. So if you remember the picture, it had a bluey-green lake. It was like a winter's photograph. It had like a bluey-green lake. And then the embankment up from the side was covered in snow. It had trees all the way around it, and basically the trees were covered in snow, but there was little tints of sort of goldy brown in the trees. In some areas there was just a little tiny tinge of green. So I put, you might not see it in that blank, I think it's just the light's blowing it out, but there's little subtle touches of green in there. And also I put some gold in there as well. Now those were those, oh, I forget what they call them now. I need to open my box up to have a look. There's a name for it. They're like a sort of an opaly, they give you like an opaly look, so they've actually got a colour, like a couple of colours in them. So one was the green one and one was the gold one, and that's what I mixed in there. Along with a little bit of black, and then I think there was a couple of different, there was a blue, transparent blue and a transparent green added in the bottom as well. That's why the bottom sort of looks sort of like that, because the translucent's worked its way up into the handle. So that would be the lake, and then the white is the snow obviously, and then we've got, as we work our way up, we've got white with a mix of the green and a mix of the gold that was put in there. So quite nice. It should be a stunning looking handle. Now this was one that I'm doing for a fella that sent me a picture. It'll probably be done in a similar shaped handle to the one we've just done, which I think T-Man's is as well. From memory, I'll need to check my notes. But I'm really looking forward to seeing this one being done. The fact that it was a 7 colour pour, and I'll try and remember the name of those pigments that are used for the gold and the green. interference, that's what they're called, interference colours. So it was interference green and interference gold that I used. So looking at it, I think there's going to be some really nice curl in there, and I think there's going to be a lot of depth because there is a fair bit of the transparent tint that I can see that's worked its way through the blank as well, which obviously would be the lake on the bottom, and we get a little bit of blue up into the top, which would be the sky again. So yeah, so it should be a really nice handle when it's turned. I'm really looking forward to turning that one, but that one will be after T-Man's. So T-Man's is the gold and black one, the 3 golds and the carbon black, which will get done on Tuesday night. And then I'll move on to that other one and the purple and black one as well at some stage. So look, that's it for me. I'm just going to give you a bit of a closer look at this beautiful blue and gold one. It's got a fair bit of sparkle in it. And it had a light blue with a dark blue and the gold mixed through it as well. So I'm just trying to revolve that for you so you can see the colour through it. It's absolutely beautiful. It's got a lot of depth too, but I'll do my usual trick anyway, and I'll take a couple of pictures in a 30-second video, and I'll put them up on my Instagram page, and then also onto my TF Customs Shaving Brushes Facebook page. So you'll get to see those pictures once I post them up, which will be in a little while. So there she is. Once again, I just want to thank you all for dropping in. Let me just go back to the other screen. Another shaving brush from TF Customs making its way to Sir Jan for being fitted with an absolutely luxurious hand-tied badger knot. Yeah, be absolutely stunning, and I'm sure he'll share some of the pictures once he starts knotting some of these handles, because he's got quite a few of them to do. And I do have a couple more. I'll be doing T-Man's ones here, so hopefully I'll get the knots here. It might be a little while away yet, but I'll get the knots here, and I'll be able to show you those with the knots set in them, and T-Man's handles hopefully. So anyway, once again, thank yous for coming along. Very, very muchly appreciated. Our over the pond visitors are always welcome, so that's what this stream's all about. It's for you guys. But I think we might push it back to maybe 9 o'clock or maybe 9:30, just to see how that time slot goes. If our over the pond friends would rather that. So what to do is, if at some stage, if you can maybe just drop a comment on YouTube below the video. Just drop a comment in there saying, you know, what time you think. You know, my normal starting time here is 8 o'clock on the Saturday morning, so whatever time that is in your location, if you just walk that back and then just let me know whether you would like me to push it back another hour and a half. I don't think it'd be nice to bring it forward, but if we pushed it back at maybe an hour or an hour and a half, that might work out better for everybody. But let me know in the comments below anyway, and we'll take it from there, and we'll reorganise it, and I'll reschedule it on my end screen as well, so that we can get that part right as well, so that everybody knows in advance what the times and the days are. So anyway, we'll be seeing you guys next Tuesday night again at the normal time, 7 o'clock Australian Eastern Standard Time, and then we'll see you again on the Thursday, and then we'll be back to Saturday morning for the next one, and then so on from there. Okay, so much appreciated. Thanks for coming in. Really enjoy having you there. So thank you from me to all of you, and let me get my screen up here now, and we'll see you next time. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do. Take care, stay safe. We'll see you next time. Bye.